Welcome to your weekly astrological horoscope for Thursday, November 30th. And as we begin to transition from Wednesday to Thursday, it is also a moment of transition for the moon. So let's go ahead and see what we got going on, shall we? Hey guys, what's up? So, yesterday, Wednesday, we were talking about a very powerful aspect that was going to be occurring here in Aries, being 17 degrees Moon, 17 degrees Pluto, and 17 degrees Ceres and North Node. It was to be a very powerful new start. Right, you know, when we want to start a project anew, you want to make sure that you run out of the gateway or out of the stables with as much energy as you can, pushing forward with all of that might. Having the moon in Aries was a really good way for us to start these new initiations, as Aries really, like I said, is kind of the baby of the sign. It's really the one who goes first. It's the child. It's the first in the position as well. So it definitely has that drive, as they are ruled by Mars, to take action and start new things. Now, by Thursday, that moon will begin transitioning over to Taurus. This is really beneficial for us because we need to remember, we got to go back a little bit. We need to remind ourselves that the new moon that occurred was in Scorpio. For the next full moon, it's going to be Sagittarius and Gemini. During this lunar transit, we get to hit the first earth sign, which is Capricorn, and now we're moving into the second earth sign, which is Taurus. Now, obviously, if you think of them as a normal traditional chart, Capricorn is technically the third sign, but during this transit it hits two earth signs. Hitting Taurus gives us another really nice boost of earth energy for us to really come into what it is that we want to manifest, for several particular reasons. One, we planted our seeds in Capricorn. You know, these were the desires that we wanted to manifest after coming into the realization why we wanted to manifest them in Sagittarius. In Capricorn, we planted our seeds, we defended our seeds, and we became aware of why they were so important, and not so much really awareness, but like truly understanding why they were so important during Aquarius. You know, we finished off the old cycle of the bad in Pisces, and we now started a new cycle of positive things in Aries. So Aries gives that initiative strength to those seeds to allow them to grow. Now with Taurus, Taurus has the unique qualities that it is the first earth sign of the zodiac, and really rules a lot of things like food, stability, luxury stuff. You know, when Venus is in Taurus, she likes nice wine. She doesn't want that cheap $7 beer that you got from like some knockoff liquor store. So the moon entering Taurus is going to be a very good time for us to see the changes that we've been initiating thus far. We're basically going to start seeing those seeds that were thrown in Capricorn starting to not only grow by now, because they began growing in Aries, but they're beginning to bear fruit in Taurus. Now, hold on, before you decide to pick a couple apples from that tree, you may want to realize that these apples are not ripe yet. They're not ready for picking. They are very sour, and they're not, you know, ready yet. However, they are beginning to finally form. The reason is that there's a lot of things that are currently happening. First of all, as the moon transitions from Aries to Taurus, it's going to be making a number of aspects, including a trine over to our homeboys Saturn and Mercury, which are both in the galactic center at the moment. This is very important, as with Taurus we want to bring stability to our lives, but having the student and the teacher together this close in the galactic center is really bringing out a lot of that knowledge that one needs to learn to be able to create the stable life that we desire. So this is a very big opportunity for us to learn from Saturn and receive those communication messages from Mercury, to be able to ensure that we don't pick our fruits earlier than we should be, right? This is also going to be a very big opportunity for us to really nail down a lot of what we were talking about before in regards of relationships, right? There's a big inconjunct here to Venus in regards to how we want our relationships to be. And notice how, you know, Venus is at the last degree of Scorpio. She's almost out. Once she hits Sagittarius, that's it. That's when things finally begin to pick up. But remember that you need balance, you need fairness, you need the powers of Libra, even though Mars doesn't really like to be in Libra. Whatever you do, you need to make sure that you manifest it with true balance, not giving too much and not taking too much, as Venus would like to do. So it's definitely about making sure that your foundations are well constructed, which Taurus truly is, you know, the bull. So when it puts its hooves down, it's going to make sure that it's stable and it's not going to move or crumble or come crashing down. So a really big lesson about, you know, learning to be stable in the things that you want to try to manifest. This is all going to lead to a very powerful and similar trine like the one we had in Aries with 17-7-17, but it's going to be in Taurus instead. So that's going to end up happening tomorrow, and as the moon transitions to that very powerful aspect, we're going to have the moon coming in conjunct with Vesta as well. So once again, definitely staying committed to the things that you want to manifest, even if you need to sacrifice other things for the moment. This isn't about being greedy as much as staying true to your desires and making sure that you don't stray off the path. And that's very important to say, because soon enough we're going to come into truths that if we are not doing things in the correct manner, then are we really manifesting the things that we desire? All right, that's a very big important question, and you really need to be both committed and really sure that what you're doing is correct. You don't want to doubt yourself, really don't. As far as this goes, balance and harmony is kind of the things that we really want to focus on the most. You know, make sure that whatever you're trying to manifest isn't built on lies, deceit, manipulations, or anything of that sort. Definitely with two energies like this, Taurus and Libra, you want to make sure that whatever you construct is constructed properly, openly, honestly, and fairly. If not, things can get pretty bad if you decide to take or give more than you really should be. So again, definitely learning a lot of these higher lessons from these two signs in Sagittarius. Also, one last thing to note, notice how as the moon enters 0 degrees into Capricorn, Lilith is now at 0 degrees, having gone backwards, retrograding, and is about to fall from Capricorn to Sagittarius. This is going to be a very big thing for Lilith, and honestly I kind of want to talk about it a little more in the next video, but in short, you know, just keep this as the fall of Lilith, and it's definitely gonna be a really big one and a really awkward one. So yeah, as for that day, just remember, make sure that your foundations are well constructed and you guys are doing things properly. With that said, I will be catching you guys on the Friday cast. Stay safe, stay positive, and I will catch you then. Peace.